What the hell is up, warriors? We're back at it with another video. This week, we got more stuff planned. We got to get a workout in, so let's get to it. We out here. Yo, I woke up this morning and I don't know why, felt like there was a balloon in my ear, inside my ear. I wake up and it's just crazy pressure. And I used to get a lot of ear infections as a kid. I don't really remember much of it, but my parents they remind me all the time of how I had ear infections. I don't know. I doubt this is an ear infection though, because literally overnight, bro, boom, wake up. And it's like so much pressure in my inner ear. Never happened before, but it'll be fine by tomorrow. Things always get better. I've been thinking lately, the world feels more divided than ever now. And as a kid, right? Most kids, I would say, are socialist in nature. Like most kids, as a kid, all you care about is connection. You just want to be with other people. You want everyone to be happy. You want to be happy. That's what you want, right? But then as you get older, that sense of unity, that sense of wonder kind of goes away. And now I'm seeing people just tear each other apart for no reason. Over what? Political ideology? If that's not the most stupid thing ever, I don't know what is. We're all human. We're all in this together. We were all born. We're all gonna die. We're all the same at the end of the day. And our differences, even though they don't mean shit in hindsight, we need to appreciate our differences and look past them and realize we're all in this together at the end of the day. Because I understand humans are greedy, yada. But how do you get past this? How do you maybe not overcome greediness? Because sometimes you just succumb to some of these emotions, some of these desires and instincts. But the key is humanity as a whole collectively needs to become more self-aware. We need to be able to, and this is a skill, by the way, not everyone has the ability to do this. I was lucky enough to be born with this innate ability, but being able to see the bigger picture in all situations. And even me, sometimes I get caught up with arguments and all the bull crap. I was arguing with my friends the other day, and I realized, because the argument was starting to get emotional, right? It wasn't just about logic and facts. It was starting to get emotional, and when arguments get emotional, things can get aggressive. It can start to affect relationships. So I was the one to really draw the line and be like, take a step back and be like, this could actually affect a relationship here. And in the grand scheme of things, we're arguing over foreign conflict that doesn't even affect our lives directly. So what's the point, right? We're wasting our time. And I had to ground my friends and really show them this doesn't matter, right? It doesn't affect our lives. What does affect our lives is what we should be focusing on, and we should care for each other, and that's what matters. I'm feeling these feelings even more now because it's getting cold out. You want to be cozier. We're approaching Christmas time, so it really makes me reflect of, man, humanity's not doing well right now. People are just getting so riled up for no reason over stuff that doesn't matter. And it's even affecting, I've noticed, not just me, I've also noticed and observed that this is happening to my friends, it's happening to other people's families. It's an actual regular thing, but politics, arguments, all of this garbage, it's affecting my extended family, right? My extended family even is becoming divided now, right? And that thing is, you have to understand that the powers that be, they place this trap for everyone to fall in, and everyone is falling in more than they expected. They're actually chuckling in their seats right now at all of us because we fell into their trap. It is classic divide and conquer tactics, right? You keep the people distracted, you keep them fighting amongst each other, because if they're too busy fighting, they won't pay attention to what's actually going on, or even they won't work on themselves and better their own life, right? So, i.e. you keeping them poor, right? Before, in the Roman times as well, they had circuses, they had all this stuff. Modern day is all this entertainment, movies, TV shows, sports, yada. But now more and more people are dabbling less into entertainment. And I've seen more and more people go out and start a business, start a YouTube channel, work on themselves, yada. So with that being said, that is a real shift that's happening. And with that shift happening, how do you still keep the people distracted amongst themselves without the entertainment? You do it by dividing them. That's why there's so much divide and there's so much anger amongst humanity right now. And that was just like one of those midnight shower thoughts. I just wanted to get that off my chest because I'm an optimist when it comes to humanity. I think humanity is beautiful. I think humanity, we've already done a lot of great things, but I feel like we could have done so much more great things if this divide and conquer stuff wasn't, stunting our growth. If humanity worked together, or even just tried to learn how to work together, we would be so far ahead by now. It would be insane. But we still got work to do. But I'm optimistic. I'm doing my own thing. I'm part of that shift. Business, YouTube, content, building myself, working on myself, documenting every step of the way, and I'm not stopping. You guys have probably seen, I have not stopped posting a video. My business partner, I don't want to expose him on here, but I'll just use him as an example for a learning lesson. He doesn't always post because he's been getting discouraged. He's not getting many views, yada. Whereas me, I don't care what I get as views. I don't care. I'm doing this because I want to do this. This is my purpose. This is what I want to do with my life. This is my calling, right? So I do it every single day. I post every single day, long form every single week, work on the business, boom. I don't care what people say. I don't care if I'm getting more engagement one week than another week. Obviously, it would be better to get consistent growth. And I do study to see what I can do better, obviously, but consistency compounds. And that is the one principle that I live by day in and day out. So there you have it. That is this week completed. As always, we grind every week. We get better day by day. And as always, I want to be an inspiration for all of you guys because my journey is your journey. If you're tuned in, this is what it looks like. This is the boring truth. This is the reality of what it looks like to level up, at least in the beginning. That being said, next week's video is going to be linked right here. And catch you guys in the next one.